All right, greetings everyone. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to a random allure thumbs up. Welcome to week 30 in the rise of Obticeo. I update this account's progress every week. We're doing it as a live stream right now, so gonna get in here, talk about the account. You get to watch me do all the upgrades for the week. We'll talk about plans for the future. And
No, somebody noticed.
Go on, honey. It's a floating head. Yeah, the black shirt makes me look like I'm not really here. It's pretty fantastic. All right, guys. So I've got the stat sheets ready to go. So we'll take a look at that. Week 30 in the account, the Galactic Power is up to 2.49 million GP. I can't believe the account's like just over half a year old. 7 months, right at 7 months. And we're already at 2.5 million GP. That hyperdrive bundle just slingshots your Galactic Power like crazy. 11 relics in the account now, 15 Zetas. We got 3 Omicrons, Qui-Gon, Akbar, and Iden. We're about to get the 4th one today. Put that Wampa Omicron on, I hope. Shakti clone's still getting a top 50 in the arena. And the Malevolent's still doing top 5 in the fleet. Still trying to work toward Moff Gideon at Relic in week 31. The energy plan for next week, I'm working on the Hyena Bomber, the BTLB still, Houndstooth, and Bosk. And then the First Order Shuttle in Xanadu Blood, trying to get ready for that Finalizer event. In fleet, we're taking Nest, the Outrider, and the Echelon, and then, of course, the Gear 13 materials. Cantina, Signal Data, First Order Executioner. Mods, working on speed and defense right now. Maybe a little offense. See what I'm in the mood for on a particular day. The refresh strategy is the same. For anybody who doesn't know, I do the 3 standard refreshes every day. And then on when the guild objective is all energy or Cantina energy, then we do 3 Cantina refreshes on those days. Shop plan, same thing. Again, Cantina, we're just feeding the shard shop. Guild store, working on Carbantes always. I am still trying to put together Ewoks. Slowly but surely we'll get them built up and be ready for that event if we ever need C-3PO. First Order TIE Pilot is getting bought out of there too, and of course I think we can get one of the TIE ships out of there as well. Squad, we're just buying Prestige more or less. Galactic War Store, feeding the shard shop. In fleet, we're doing the Razor Crest, Grievous, stuck on 93 shards for another week. 14 days and I haven't seen Grievous a single time in that shop. 93 shards, we're just stuck there. Rex's ship, and then any journey stuff that I need, First Order stuff. In the guild event, we're saving our Get To still. Not exactly sure what I want to do there. Starting to lean toward unlocking Negotiator and having both Malevolence and Negotiator up and running as soon as possible. And working on that Wampa with the Get One. And then, of course, the Shard Shop, we're getting those purples. So that's a bit what we're working on with the account strategy. Go over here and catch up on chat real quick, see if you guys got any questions here at the start of the stream. Zoran says, it's a floating head. That's funny. Talking about thumbs up, I liked that, says Maximus. Yeah. Kid was up here. She's hanging out in the room with me, and she said I looked like a floating head, and I had to use the big screen and just be a floating head at the start. And she gave me the thumbs up. That's funny. Evan Bob Squarepants is in the house. Hey, man. How you doing, Evan Bob? Hope everybody up there is doing well. Muti and Papa and everybody. Tell them I said hello. We miss them. Hope Papa got over being sick. On Cantina, do you do 3 refreshes at the end of your day and again after the reset? You can. You can. I typically don't have the crystals for it. Right now I'm trying to save up for this Executor event. and I'm trying to get to 13,000 crystals within the next couple weeks. So I was at 10,000 crystals, worked my way up to 11.7 now. I'm talking about the wrong account. We got to get over on the Obticeo account. Quit talking about that account and talk about the right one. Why am I on the Loquitur? All right, let's get over here on the Obticeo account. So I've only got 1,200 crystals. So if I started doing 6 refreshes, because you can do that. You definitely can do that. As long as your reset time is different than your guild reset time, then you can, one day do your 3 refreshes, and then after your reset, do them again. Or if your reset is afterwards, then do them before your reset, and do them again. So either way, you can do 6 refreshes on those days. But I would just run out of crystals. I don't want to completely run out of crystals on this account. So when you only have 1,200 crystals, they go pretty fast. And if I ever did decide that I wanted to use them up, they'd be gone in a couple days. On this account, we're trying to save up for the most likely. We're still getting far too few of these CNR holo projectors. So from time to time, we're most likely going to have to buy some of those out of the shop. So that'll take up some of my crystals. 3 Cantina refreshes is 300. 1 holo projector is 300. So where I'm at right now, the holo projector is more needed than the Cantina refreshes. So I'm looking at it. Evan Bob says gonna head out. Got to edit a video. All right, man. See you later. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you, man. Evan Bob SquarePants. Don't mess with that kid. He's like a black belt in karate. Baddest kid on the internet. All right. Let me know, guys. If you have other questions to ask, just start popping them in there. I'm going to start going through the character upgrades. Moff Gideon. We're working on his second reactor here. We got tons of these stun cuffs. Pretty good on the med pack, so we'll craft that. We're still a long way off, though. We just finished his first one, so we're going to have to farm that all week and hope that we can make it by the end of the week. We have 87 of the shock prods, which means we can afford to spend 1 set of 50, and we should be able to get back to 100 by the end of next week. I feel like I can pick up, 63 of those that I would need. I can pick up that much in a week, I believe. So we're going to commit 1 set. I think I know exactly where it's going to go, right? Because Piet needs that. Yeah, exactly. Piet needs that. We're okay on the computers. So we'll go ahead and commit the Kairos here. Shock prods. Get him the next gear tier. And then immediately needs 2 sets of shock prods for the next level. Oof. Well, he's going to be stuck on gear 10 for a little while. Did that help his speed much? No, not much. 227. That is awful. I really got to get better mods on him. Maybe we'll do that. There's Grievous, stuck at 93. Going nowhere. Wat Tambor, we did get another star on him. Got 41 watt shards. With 170 million GP guild, 41 watt shards, which is, frankly, I think pretty fantastic performance for a little guild like we got. All right, let's put this Omicron on Wampa right away. We've got 139 of these purples now, so we're not limited by that. So we can go ahead and click that upgrade. And then we'll apply this Omicron. Make him a beast. Cornered beast. Alright, so who needs Who needs Carbantes? Let's take a look at everybody that needs Carbantes. Finn, Marjade, Bosk. Oh, Veers. Veers isn't ready for an upgrade. He needs a lot of those. Okay. Oops. So where are we going to put this one? I think we've only got one Carbante this week. Yeah, we only managed one Carbante, so 50. Gear 9 on this Wampa. The faster we get him to any kind of decent gearing, I mean, he's just going to kill teams in Grand Arena for, you know, the next 7 years, as long as we play him. Feels like a pretty good investment to me. The only other thing to look at would be first order stuff. If there's something I really want to do worse. Don't think so, though. We've got Ezra. Ezra needs 2 Carbantes? No, he could upgrade. Man, I keep looking at him and I keep wanting to do him for that, to make use of this Akbar Omicron. Dilemma. All right, we're just going to put it on Wampa. We're going to commit to at least one more gear tier on this Wampa. We need 2 more Carbantes for him next week. We'll go ahead and commit this Comlink, or will we? That Comlink is all that this Snowtrooper needs for an upgrade. Alright, let's put the... How many of these do we have? 16 out of 50. We can get that. We can get that by next week. Oh, look, and he's got an upgrade. That stun gun is reserved for Grievous, though, right? Isn't that what Grievous needs? Boy, that's tempting, though, isn't it? All right. Debate. What do we want to do? Snowtrooper to gear 12? It'll really make that Iden team punch a lot harder. This is so tempting, guys. So tempting. I want to click this button. Steal Grievous's. Yeah, we got everything but the Carbante. Do snow? Alright. Let's get this Snowtrooper up and running. We'll commit to it. He'll hit pretty hard now with Iden. We can use him in a lot of different things. We can even sub him into the main trooper team if we need to instead of Stark. We've got some options. Okay, let's look for anybody with 6 green pluses now. Thrawn. Thrawn doesn't even have mods. Let's move him up. Now I think we need to mod him, Marjade, and Wampa. So we'll get in on that here in a second. Should I do the tenacity build or just health? We'll see what we've got available and try to make the good mod set. What's your thought process behind choosing which farm to do next? Right now, my thought process is really around conquest. It's, you know, what do I need to do to get my account to 4 million for conquest? That's the most long-term thinking. So on this account, given a long enough timeline, I would want to have SLKR built and then build probably gas after that. So go from, while I'm building SLKR, I would save up my Get 1. When I'm done with that, we'll close out gas. And then we would have a dark side and a light side team for progress in conquest. So I think, you know, in terms of really long term, that's what it is. In terms of GAC, it's about trying to manage the balance between characters and fleets. Really need a lot of fleets early on if you want to keep rising up. If you only have 2 fleets and you get into Chromium and you need 4 fleets, you can cover that up. But once you get to Erodium and people have good character squads, having weak fleets becomes a huge liability. So by the time you hit Erodium, you need good character squads and also good fleet squads. So I've talked before about stabilizing the account first and then going for your first big journey. I've stabilized this account for sure. I've over-stabilized it. We've got the clone, Shock T clones done, a Trooper team up and running, Padme team up and running, and it's time for us to get our first Galactic Legend. So that's a bit how I think of it. This defense mod looks pretty good for a Wampa. Would you recommend getting both Malevolence and Negotiator to 5 stars or prioritize 1 to 7? In the past, I've always said do Malevolence first and get it to 6 stars. The 7th star Malevolence is 100 shards, and it's only 145 to fully unlock the Negotiator. So my feeling was always take the Malevolence to 6 stars. But I don't know. It's doing okay at 5 stars. So I don't feel compelled to get the 6 star on it. I think it might be even better to just do 5 stars on each, establish those fleets for your Grand Arena. Then Negotiator is the one that really needs to be 7 stars. Malevolence can function fine. It's not that fast of a ship anyway. But Negotiator, if you can get to 7 stars and get Kenobi Relic and go fast, you can beat a lot of teams as long as you can go first. So the Negotiator needs the 7 stars more than the Malevolence does. So if you did Malevolence to 5, switch to Negotiator, get the Negotiator fully to 7, come back and finish out your Malevolence. That's what I'm thinking about doing for this account. This has health, some speed, bunch of defense. We're going to assign that. Now we're looking for health or armor or whatever. Oof. We are low on mods, boys and girls. Got a speed mod here with 5 speed. Don't hit anything. Oof. Tenacity with health. A little bit of speed. Not great tenacity. It's got a health main stat though. Put it on. This has speed and tenacity and makes it pretty good. This has got better tenacity. Now we can look at locking this one. What do we have for a defense mod down here? Speed, offense, health, crit chance. Let's see what else we've got. No speed. That's an early mod. That's one of the ones I just had to build. 7 speed, a little bit of tenacity. It's okay. More health. Defense. Or health. This is a interesting mod. It's got a defense main stat. 12 speed. Not the greatest, but at least they'll give us a tiny bit more speed. Speed really doesn't matter with Wampa though, right? We don't care. We're just going to be doing counterattacks. I feel like... Yeah, I feel like we might need some speed though. Let's see what we've got that's a non-speed mod. This one's also defense, offense, speed. Let me put that one on. So we have a tenacity set, an armor set, and a health set. Some of everything. Alright, where does that put us on? Okay. 23,000 health, 33% armor. It's okay for now. We'll get better mods on him at some point later. Some point in the future. Tempted to put a speed arrow on him though. Interesting, interesting. What happened to your main account? Nothing really happened to my main account. I couldn't keep up with playing 3 accounts anymore, especially during Conquest. I have a certain amount of time that I want to play in the day, and you know, you come home from work, you do stuff, you log into the games, and you play, and you're doing 3 accounts, and you've played for 2 hours, and you still haven't even done Conquest on all 3 accounts, and it's too much. It's ridiculous. So I put aside the main account just for a little while. We'll see what happens, but I don't know if I'm done playing it or if I'll go back to it, but I can't handle the time commitment right now for 3 accounts. Greetings from Portugal. Greetings from Portugal, says Antonio Ribeiro. How you doing, man? How's everything doing in Portugal? Is it hot over there like it is over here? Well, Van Ward says you always start these during dinner. It's 1 a.m. for me, says Jack Sermon. Yikes. Shrubbery says good evening. Jeremy Williams says your efficiency videos are valuable for early players. They helped me get into a 300 million GP guild after rushing Executor and Shock Troopers with a 7-month-old account. Nice. Good job, man. Antonio says the shrubbery. Nee. That's hilarious. Monty Python reference for anybody who doesn't know. The Omni gives 100% tenacity and 75% health and defense. Yeah, the tenacity build is really only for when you're facing Iden Versio. So if she comes in, gets the opening turn, stuns you, puts the healing immunity on you before you can get protection up or any of that stuff going, then you pretty much lose that battle. So the only reason you put tenacity on Wampa is to fight against Iden Versio. I don't figure I'll be fighting too many Idens, so I'm not too worried about tenacity. Maybe a little potency. Yeah. Very hot in Portugal, been over 40°C in parts of the country. What's the best Vader territory war team? Well, if you're willing to put an Omicron onto Mara Jade, which is an incredibly good Omicron. So this Omicron can be added, and it doesn't really even matter how good your Mara Jade is. It just gives her the first turn and she can just start going. So to put that into a territory war team, you would do something like this right here. Palpatine, Vader, Thrawn, Mara Jade, and then the fifth can be pretty much anybody who throws debuffs. So if it TIE Pilot, Moff, Tarkin, whoever. You just want a character that either does damage or throws debuffs and goes with the theme. Mara Jade goes first, staggers, takes away turn meter. It's even this team with one relic on it becomes pretty dangerous in territory wars just because Mara Jade's going to let you go first. But she's definitely worth the Omicron. That'll most likely be our next Omicron on this account. We'll go ahead and give that over to the guild for territory wars. All right, let's see if we can get her and Thrawn modded. 14 speed there. Only 5 speed here, but it's okay. My goodness, my mods are... Oh, man. 16 speed. That's at least something. 3 speed. I've got 3 speed. It's got potency 1.32, 1.92. We'll put that on for the potency. Alright, and then we just need a speed arrow on her. And what do we get to? 225. That's pretty awful. There are some opponents, though, that really have pretty terrible speed, so we should be able to get over somebody. Confirm that, and then we'll go in on Thrawn. Thrawn's going to be even worse because we just don't have the mods for it. Constantly running out of mods. But, that's how it is when you're a 7-month-old account. Do the best you can with what you got. At least I'm getting mods on people. At first, bought that hyperdrive bundle, came into the game, and it's like, oof. Really, really rough. No mods at all. Alright. This is terrible. What is this? Offense? Offense on a tenacity mod with speed. It's pretty bad. It's 5 speed though. I'm going to slice this once just to see if I get speed on it. Come on, hit speed. Alright, there we go, there we go. Suddenly interesting. Let's hit it again. Nope. Alright, it's 9 speed. I can go to purple with it. We're done. We're done. Disappointed me. I usually like to do 10 speed, but I really don't have that many speed mods built up in this account for the triangles and crosses yet. Give them a little more chance. 228, so we're 2 speed faster than that Mara Jade. Alright, but at least we've got some mods on him. Antonio says trying to bloat to 4 million in Conquest. Yeah. Yep. Nice. Van Ward says my account is 8 months old, always broke and mod poor. Yeah, with the hyperdrive bundle though, you just get so many characters that you can go ahead and just throw mods on. So it's like you get a bunch of stuff and you have no mods. If you do the regular level up, you've got less characters and you've already got a head start on mods. So it's not so bad. This is looking pretty good though. We've got a lot of characters with mods, and these mods are mostly level 15. That's looking pretty good, guys. Pretty satisfied with that. Yeah. Around about 9 months, we'll go through and we'll do an entire remod. About 9 months' time, we'll go into our best characters, and we'll start pumping all of the best mods onto the best characters and see what we can get going. Let's do some slices here. We got a couple, right? See if we can get better than 16 speed. Come on, let's go. Nope. It's only got 3 hits on it, so I'll take one more hit to blue. If it doesn't go, I won't take it to purple. Yep, that's done. Okay. How about this one? 15 speed. Ooh, that's barely worth it. That is barely worth it. We'll do one hit on that. Yeah, it doesn't hit. We're done. We're done with that one. This one would be 14 speed. It's kind of like right at the cusp of what I'd want to work with. There's better stuff than that for me to work with. Let's take a look at everybody. And see if there's other mods to slice. We got like one more slice that we could do, right? 20 speed here. Come on, roll a 6. 4, I'll take it. I'll take 24 speed. I'll take that. Thinking that doesn't go on Akbar anymore, though. Let me put that over here. Now we need a speed mod. Let's take this one off of Mace. $335 on Gideon. That's looking decent. Okay, now we got to go fix Windu and Akbar. Let's fix these guys. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Our best speed mod is already horrible. Look at this thing. 3 speed. Yuck. Well, we could put a potency mod here. 4 speed. That's just a whole lot better. Oof. Then we'll come up here and we'll get rid of the filter. We'll just do a speed mod up here. Okay, and then we got to do that was Mace. We got Akbar. He's going to be down below here. And what do we need to put on him? He had a defense mod. It doesn't really matter. Got a 8-speed offense mod. That will allow us to look in other spots for a defense mod. 16 speed here. That's the mod we just built. Yeah, let's go ahead and give that to him then. Why not? Give him one good mod. Helps out my home one. All right. Back to flush. I had to slow my Gideon down. He overtook Piet. you want Gideon to go first. Gideon going first is ideal. Why would you think that Piet should go faster than Gideon? I'm just curious. I'm curious why you would like that. $335, Relic $355, $357. So he'll be about $357, $358 once we relic him. Close to $360. If he's $358, he'll be acting at $378. Getting us up there. I prefer linking first than mass assist second. Yeah. Well, try this, Van Ward. Just try it. Just try it. So you can make Gideon much faster than Piet. So basically, you're going to raise Piet's speed to Moff Gideon's speed. So what you do is you make the Moff Gideon blazing fast. If the other team is fast, you can drain turn meter right away if you want to. But most of the time, I would say probably 9 times out of 10 at least, I do the armor carve with Moff Gideon first. So I use this skill first, armor shred, one of the hardest things on the other team, give my whole team turn meter boost because of the Emperor's Trap. Then you link with Gideon, and your troopers get fast enough to the point where Veers can do his mass assist. And then right after Veers does his mass assist, your Gideon will be up and have the mass assist for your second kill. Works out really well. Also works out really like even better in CPIT. Because you can take that first instance of armor shred, then link, then drop the door. And your Gideon, if he's fast enough, you can take 4 turns with Gideon. Right before the door opens, he'll be ready to do his mass assist. And you can pile in just a ton of damage right before the door comes back up. That's my reasoning on making Gideon stupid fast. I think having him at least 350 is needed to get that last turn before the door goes up. Speaking of Piet, mine's 352, and I feel like that's way too fast. What do you recommend for speed on him? I recommend 10% below Moff Gideon. So, if yours 352, yours is 352 just like standing around, that's crazy. Let's take a look over here. Yeah, I think the team's together here. Piet. He's fast, but not too fast. 334. So what's 10% of 334? You can add another 33 on top of this, so it's 367. So then if we go look at my Gideon, 364. So basically that's what I try to do. I'll make my Gideon a certain speed, and then my Piet only needs to be 90% that fast. So I can keep him at 334, and it's fine. He'll be immediately after Moff Gideon. If I need Moff Gideon for a different team, then he's still 334. He still acts at 354. So that's good. My troopers are in that same order, but only because I haven't put Gideon at Relic yet, says Kyber Soze. I started playing again because the Mod Mastery series was so fantastic. If someone in my guild asks how to improve their account, I send them there. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. I was thinking about slowing him down a little and speeding up someone else, though. Not sure who to make faster. Queel, if you got any team that uses Queel, he's another igniter. As long as you can get him going faster than the other team, you can boost up a whole bunch of scoundrels and make them go faster. BB-8, making him go fast is good. Thrawn, I think it's really good to have a Thrawn that's over 300 speed, maybe up around 320, 310 to 320 if you can get him there. There's just a lot of teams that if you come in with a really fast Thrawn and you kick somebody, the rest of the team is under control. So you just need to outspeed like one character, and up around between 310 and 320 should get you there. Long term. I mean, on my main account, my Thrawn was only like I think 311 or 318, so it still did everything it needed to do. But that's where I might put some other good mods. Tons of people at 3 to 4 million GP and their fastest tune is 230 speed. Yeah, no, I've seen that before. I've seen plenty of people who pay no attention to mods. Pay no attention. Datacrons are making up that gap though right now, guys. So you can have awful mods, and then just put 3 relic characters together with a big Datacron, and suddenly that team, even though they're slow, they're like 198% lifesteal and plus 46% tenacity, and just like pretty dumb stats. Let's take a look at my Shock T real quick. We got her speed at right at 300. Not that impressive. But I think I've got, 3 characters over 300 now? Yeah, we've got Gideon, Rex, and Shock T. So 3 over 300. I need, 5 according to my... Well, it's not bad. I mean, I'm close to getting 5. A couple more relic characters and I'll have 5 soon enough. Bosk will probably get over 300 pretty quickly. Grandmaster Yoda if I relic him. We got some potential candidates here for 300 speed. Thrawn was one of the ones I was thinking of. Queel is only gear 8 or so, though. Yeah, well, then Queel's not one of your favorites. I could take a 28 off of Vader and give it to Gideon. My guild wanted Thrawn 340-ish. 340? Wow. That would be a blazing fast Thrawn. Piet gets the better mods for me because of Executor. Simple as that for now. I guess that's a kind of logic. That is a kind of logic. I won't have to worry about that for a while because with a 4 or 5 star Executor, I won't be winning a speed race anyway. On the Loquitur account, I mean. Alright, let's take a look at ships and see if there's any ships that I can improve in here. Look at this. We got Hound's Tooth. Get that up to 5 stars. That's nice. We'll have to start committing some more resources to Bosk. We'll go ahead and do this one for 15% damage. Don't really need this other stuff yet. We'll have to invest a little bit in Bosk over the next few weeks. That's actually a viable capital ship to get going. Or not a capital ship, but just a viable ship. Rex got another star. We can take that up. I'm using him as a reinforcement right now. Is it worth building his ability here? Critical chance up. So we get defense up for tanks here. Health up. I don't know. That's not very impressive. Let's take a look here. 45% recover, 35% protection. This one would be good to build up. We'll go ahead and commit to this as our Omega materials for the week. Echelon, we can get another star. Building that first order fleet, of course, for the SLKR journey. So we need that ship up and running. Endurance, we can get to 7 stars. Nice. Is it worth doing this? 12% offense, yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of prestige for an ability that's not that great. I'll finish all these things out someday, right? 80% protection is enough. Yeah. These are the kind of things I'll finish out someday, but I'm not in a hurry, necessarily. Look at this, 99 shards on the Jedi Consular, huh? Finish that ship out. Start getting some shard shop currency. First order tie we can get going. This is the regular tie, not the SF tie. We got quite a few ship credits in the bank, though, so let's get this up and running. Well, we've got the money to do it. Alrighty. Almost to 6 stars already. Take it all the way up. 4.9 million. Spend our money. Take this up to level 7. Take this up to level 6. I don't think we can take this very far. We're just putting ships in the account. If we get to chromium, we're just going to need ships. So, target lock and turn meter gain. We'll need that once we get the finalizer up and running, but we don't need it right now, so we'll save it. First order SF tie. Oops. Don't have a lot of shards for this one yet. We'll get there though. Clicked the wrong button. Took us completely out of where we needed to be. Alright, let's go back in there. Where's that other little first order tie? There it is. I don't want to... Oh, what's going on here? I don't have the pilot unlocked, that's why. Activate the pilot. I'm going to put some stars on him as well. Don't have that many credits left in the bank, so we'll run out of credits in a hurry here. Yeah, we'll run out of credits before we can finish him. That's alright, though. At least we can unlock the ship now, instead of clicking the find button again. Alright. Fattening up, adding that galactic power. Exploding. I got 1 million left, we'll leave that for next week. I don't think there's anything else we really want to build right now. Alright, getting there. What do we got for Chimera? Let's take a look here. We can increase the passive a little bit since we leveled up Thrawn. The rest of this stuff is fine, we'll just leave it where it's at. I could probably start picking up some shards out of the shop for these Ghost and Phantom. Finish out that Thrawn capital ship from 5 to 7 stars eventually. Alrighty. What else do you guys want to look at? What do you want to know? What do you want to see? Ooh, Kylo Ren down here. I don't think I have enough money to promote him, though. Nope. That'll be for next week as well. Alright, what other questions you want? Do you still recommend your 2021 starter guide at this point? I'm making a new account after quitting the game not long after the CLS release. The guides are still good. Like the early game, building into Geos, using Phoenix at first, building the Geos, doing the Malevolence fleet. That's all still completely legitimate. That's a very good way to play. I would recommend the Techno Union path or the Senator path. The idea of rushing a Galactic Legend isn't that good anymore. And the idea of building for Grand Arena is, in my opinion, dead. So out of the 4 paths, I really do think Techno Union is the best way to start an account that's focused on your account. The Senator path is the best way to start an account where you want to go for the best possible guild as early as you can get it. So that's the 2 things. The only thing that's not addressed in those videos is Omicrons and Datacrons and stuff like that. Some of the newer characters. But overall, it's still a very good build path. Building the troopers to get income. Building the clone troopers, if you want, into gas for the Senator path. Still very effective ways to build your account. And then for the Omicrons, just do Zam, Wassel, Iden Versio, and Qui-Gon Jinn. Those 3 are all crazy. Or build Wampa. Build Wampa with your Get One. If you're doing Techno Union, build Wampa right away and make him one of your first Omicrons. Will you put Zetas on the Fin Po team? Probably not. The Fin Po team actually works really well with no Zetas, and it really makes the opponents underestimate it. When they go into that and they see that team and it's just Fin Po, no Zetas, it looks like a leftover team. And on my main account, I had Finn going 345, and I know people would underestimate that. They would think it was a leftover team. They'd bring something in, and those guys would just roll on them. Yeah. And the counterattacks coming out of that team are insane. And if they get the first couple turns with Finn and Hero Poe, they both get to go first and get the team set up. Then those counterattacks just punish the other team, and that's how you get holds. So the Zetas are okay, but there's a lot of other stuff that you need Zetas for. Even on a full Relic Fin Po team, the Zetas aren't required. The team's still pretty good without them. Am I wrong to think it would take Finalizer 8 months from now to get to 5 stars if there's no shards? $20 per month, or 20 per month to 160, 150. Yeah, Maximus, but I don't think anyone plays that event only. When the Finalizer event is up, you can also buy them out of the shop. So the smart thing to do, the Finalizer, I believe my Finalizer got decent at 6 stars. You need the Finalizer to go fast, so it has to be 6 stars. 7 stars is ideal. So every time the event comes up, if you're working on that as your capital ship, you want to be able to go over to the shop and hit 1 or 2 of those purchases for crystals. So I think it's like, $12.50 for 10 shards or something like that. So, if you could save up 3,000 crystals, 4,000 crystals, and buy 2 or 3 of those every time the Finalizer event comes up, your timeline to get to 6 stars is not bad. It's pretty quick. 3 or 4 months, I think, you'll have it 6 stars with the event and 3 purchases every time it comes up. Move stuff around. Got a 354 Gideon now. Nice. How do you feel about having almost as many relics as you do Zetas? I never realized they're about the same difficulty to get. The Zetas come in at about twice the rate. Right? We should have almost twice as many Zetas as we do Relics. Yeah, it's 11 to 15. Now it's 11 to 16. And let's say it could easily be 11 to 17. So it's about 50% more. But I feel like long term, once your account gets up and running and you get all the Zetas rolling in from the different sources, that I feel like the Loquitur account, I gotta go look now. I'm interested in looking at the stats. I put it up every week, but I don't have it memorized. 42 to 58 Zetas. So 42. Oh, wow. So it's about 50% more on the Loquitur account. 1.5 ratio. All right, so maybe it is a 1.5 ratio because 1.5 times 11 would be 16 or 17. So that puts us right in the ballpark. So yeah, 1.5 Zetas per relic. Yeah, that's nice. I get a Zeta about 10 to 14 days. Well, for sure, once you get stuff bought out of the fleet shop, then it all goes faster, right? Because you can buy easily, 4 or 5 of these a week out of the fleet shop once you're no longer buying characters, right? Let's say you get like 1,600, 1,500 of these a day for 7 days. Easily make 3 purchases out of here. But while there's all this stuff in the shop that I need to buy, First Order TIE Fighter now, all this stuff that I need to buy, it's hard to get the Zeta materials out of here too. How many challenge tier 1s have you finished on Obticeo, and are you actively trying for more? We've got the 2 Empire ones down. I am looking to get the Rebel one. I have to finish out my Chupio. I'm farming him on hard farm day and on light side day. So I'm farming him twice a week. It'll take a while to get that to 7 stars. But that's a character I'm. If I got him to 7 stars, I believe I could get the Rebel one done as well. The Jedi one, we did okay with the Jedi one. Not great, but we did okay. Where's the Jedi? So I had a Jedi team set up like this for the battle. I think I actually used like Grandmaster Yoda as the leader or something like that. And the Grievous in the middle. Just the healing immunity is too much for us to handle. So we don't have like a Jedi Knight Revan in here to get rid of that Grievous. So my Jedi are struggling to do the tier 1. But I'm not going out of my way to get the challenge tier 1 right now. I'm more focused on getting into that SLKR build. So yeah, the Empire one, the Trooper one are under control. The Rebel one's close. The First Order one will get... Or is the First Order one also one of the Empire ones? That's Empire and First Order, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. It's okay. TK says 59 relics, 70 Zetas. TK is Zeta poor. If they take the stupid Inquisitor tag off all the challenge events, it would be great. It's aggravating. I agree, Van Ward. It's been long enough. I had the exact same feeling. I opened up that Galactic Challenge today and I was like, come on, guys, be done with this Inquisitorius already. Yeah, I'm done with that as well. move on to galactic challenges that we can participate in. Nobody who hasn't built the Inquisitorius is building them because of galactic challenges. It's not making you any money. Stop it. I agree. That's it's been long enough. They've done like 10 events with the Inquisitorius. Move on. We're getting close on Nest. Let's start building Nest next week. Yeah, definitely think we start building Nest next week. Start getting her geared up. Get Wampa geared up, get her geared up. That's, you know, potentially 2 free wins in Grand Arena. 20 Zetas and 15 Relics. Interesting. So does that mean I'm behind you guys on Relics or ahead of you guys on Zetas? Not sure how all that works out. We were out of defense mods today, weren't we? Let's go ahead and pump some defense mods into this account. Defense, speed, and potency are the main 3. When you're starting out an account, you can mod almost any character in the game with those 3 mod sets. Won't be ideal mods for some characters, but you know, every character can get by with that. And then you have to farm tenacity for special characters that want tenacity. What's the objective today? I didn't look. Go over here. Oh, got achievements. What did we achieve? Endurance capital ship. Ship upgrades. Free money. Collect up our free money. Light side battles today. Alright. We'll pop any last minute questions you guys got over here, and we'll try to get to them before we close out the stream. And after that, I'll head out. Light side stuff. I feel like I'm having a harder time getting characters to gear 12 than I am getting them from gear 12 to gear 13. Any tips? No. If that's the case, then you are probably following my gear efficiency guide or some version of gear efficiency, because that's the case for me as well. You really do have to pay attention. You know, your relic is kind of on autopilot. There's a method for doing that, and we're getting the relics. And you do have to pay attention. Otherwise, you'll get that relic and not have your next character ready to gear 12. Yep. That's the case for me as well. Yep. I think if you go back a few weeks, I took like a 4-week cycle in between relics because I knew that I wouldn't have the next character to relic anyway. So I spent like almost 3 weeks just farming hollow projectors and Cairo shock prods while I worked on getting a couple characters to gear 12. So yeah, I think that's the truth of it. If you've got good gear efficiency going, you'll get hung up on the gear 12 pieces. And there's a couple of them, like the golden binoculars are one of them, and the purple ones, because you just can't get those out of the shop fast enough to gear 12 all the characters that you want. So sometimes you get stuck on some weird gear like that. My advice is just be patient. Be patient, let the system work, continue to farm your relic materials so that when you get the character to gear 12, you can go on Swgoh GG, look at the gear tiers, know exactly what gear it is that you have to build, and you can work on farming that while you're still pushing your way to gear 12. That's my advice. Don't force it. Get some first order stormtrooper here. And I think that's it, right? We're on the 100 refreshes now, so we're done. I see. So the gear efficiency guide is too efficient. It's not that it's too efficient. It's just that you have to think of these things on a really long timeline. So there'll be a time where you get like 2 characters in a row to gear 12, and there'll be a time where you get like a bunch of stuff stuck at gear 11, and you have to be working on relic stuff in the background, get gear 12 relic, you know. But on a very long timeline, your gear 12s work out at roughly the same rate as your relics. Yep. Patience, or whale harder. Yeah, whaling harder just makes you run out of Zetas. You know, I whaled a bit on my main account, and that was the net result. I ended up with more characters that I wanted, and just no Zetas anywhere to be found on a lot of stuff where I needed Zetas. So we got 5 Amis. Be a few more weeks, then we can do that Mara Jade. Alright, pick up some free stuff over here. Any last minute questions, guys? I'll spin through the shops here in a second so we can talk about what to buy. Grab my loot out of the inbox here so I get my squad arena and stuff for the day. All right, we're a go for Grand Arena, right? We've done all that we're gonna do, so we're gonna go ahead and lock that in. I'm gonna go ahead and lock in on the Loquitur account on a different screen. Click some buttons here. Do not want to forget to join. When I join on one, I gotta join on the other. What else we got in here? Number 2 in fleet. You were defeated. You've been moved to Bronzium 3. Aw. Wah. 3 losses in a row, huh? Wooden spoon for Obticeo. Rose beyond his station for 3v3s. Alright, we always buy this stuff for credits. Cantina, convert a Cassian's U-Wing for currency. Get some Carbantes, 560. We don't have 560. Buy prestige. Convert some stuff to shard shop currency. We'll grab slave 1 out of here. Alright, that'll be enough for right now. Save some stuff in the bank. Man, it's tempting to buy these. My other accounts are in good shape and I can buy those. Alright, we'll grab this. Closer to that 100 that we need for next week. We'll buy that. We got a cool 30 of these. We need more, but we got 30 for right now we're okay. 80 of those. This is med pack. 336. Alright, finish out these quests. Everything but our arena play. We'll save that for our payout times tomorrow. Van Ward said I got moved up to Bronzium 1. Ah, nice. Alright, well, that's going to wrap up the stream for tonight, guys. Thank you all for stopping in. Got a little later start than I wanted tonight, but I'm glad you guys showed up and hung with me. Please remember, if you joined us, if you didn't hit the like button on the way in, please smash that like button on the way out. Join us over on the Discord. We got a great community. The link is down below. And subscribe if you want to know when I'm online in the future. Hit that notification bell if you want to. Adam says, see you later, DL, and thanks for the stream. All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next Holocron.